guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Can you guys hear me okay? Sound. Sorry about it, guys. Couldn't hear the microphone then. If you guys just joined us, welcome to the show. How's it going? We're just here for a live match watch along today for Nottingham Forest Everton. The game has kicked off. Sorry, I was having a bit of a headache with my promotion stuff before the game, so that's why I'm a couple of minutes late. Hopefully, you guys doing okay. If you are just joining us, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you guys. So just bear with me a second while I share to you guys the screen with the stats and stuff. Go, sorted, guys. So, guys, both of these teams needing a point. Everton currently on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, and it's high and wide over the bar. So, yeah, guys, should be interested to see what happens today with this game. And obviously, a big game later on this afternoon. Liverpool taking on Manchester United at Anfield. Um, we will be streaming that game as well, guys. So hopefully you join us for that. Um, Quite a bit of a scrap at the minute. Nottingham Forest player Johnston down on the pitch at the moment after a bit of a collision. So we're just waiting for the. Right, so the player down Johnson has was challenging for a ball and kind of got sandwiched between two Everton players there. One of them hitting him in the face with the elbow, not intentionally, but that's why he's down. But he's back on his feet now, and the game has restarted. So, just a bit of at the moment, guys, a bit of dispute with the game. There was sorry with a ball going out on the far side at the at one end of the pitch. Players challenging for it, but the referee, I think, has deemed that a foul because the goalkeeper was also involved, and I think he's classed that as a foul on the goalkeeper. So the game restarts with a free kick. So now Everton in possession as they're moving up the pitch. Under pressure though, Nottingham Forest defending well there from the front. Quite intense start to the game, guys. So we are just coming up to 6 minutes in, still 0-0. But yeah, quite like I say, guys, quite intense start to the game. Both teams showing hunger and desire to win the ball. So that's a good omen for the start for the rest of the game. Hopefully that it's going to be quite lively and end to end with a bit of luck. Everton currently in possession on the halfway line as they move the ball out to this near side, coming down this left hand side now, and Forest just chasing shadows a little bit at the moment. Um, but the ball finally rolls out for a goal kick to Forest. So that's a great opportunity for me to just come to the chat, see who we've got with us. How's it going, Dylan? BFC underscore DY4 is Dylan. Good afternoon, Gaz. Hope you are well. Funnily enough, I am currently watching Nottingham Forest women. This game, however, should be great, going for a 2-2 draw. Cool. Thanks for that, mate. Well, hopefully the ladies' game is enjoyable for you to watch, mate. So, who is it? Nottingham Forest ladies are playing today. Then, do let us know if you're still there, Dylan. That would be an um, interesting to know. I'm not even actually looked at the ladies' games. I know they keep coming up, but they keep coming up exactly around the same time as the men's games. So, I'm sure we'll try and cover some of that at a later date once we get the channel further along. We will try and I think we will at least try to give the ladies' game some consideration at a later date. But for now, it's enough to cover on my own with the men's game. So hope you enjoy that game, Dylan. And like I say, mate, let us know who the Nottingham Forest ladies are playing. Ball long up the field now from Pickford. Everton moving or trying to move down this near side of the pitch, but constantly coming under pressure from Forest as they cut it now into the midfield and switch the play out to that far side, looking to get a cross into the box. Cross eventually comes in right into the mix, and Everton scrapping to try and get a shot off, but Nottingham Forest really well defending in numbers, and now we've got a penalty. We've got a penalty awarded for Everton here. I'm not sure what this is for, actually, guys. Just bear with me a second while we. Well, if that is a penalty, that is shocking. Oh my god, that is shocking for a penalty. So John Joe Shelby has put a foot in for a challenge with an Everton player. I didn't see the Everton player that it actually was, but if you ask me, that looked like a dive. That looked blatantly like a dive. Amazing how these players are falling over so easily now, and these referees. Did he actually watch the game? I wonder if you guys ever wonder that. Do these referees ever rewatch the game to see how they're conned by players these days? That is really bad, really bad. Shocking that one. So we're going to have a penalty for Everton. That to me, like I say, guys, if you're watching it or you get a chance to watch the replays, later, I'd be interested to know what you guys think. But for me, that looked like a dive. John Joe Shelby obviously did challenge, but he hardly moved towards the ball. He just put a foot towards the ball, and the Everton player has run towards the ball. And if anything, his momentum has made him go over, not so much the challenge from Shelby. So penalty taken, and there's a goal for Everton. So Everton with an early lead. But if you ask me, that is a harsh penalty. Definitely, like I said, from my point of view, I think that was a dive. It's shocking these some of these players now how easily they're going over. Like I say, I mean, I would be interested to know whether the referees actually watch any of the highlights of these games to see how easily they are being tricked with fouls and stuff. It's getting really bad, guys. From my opinion, anyway. If you think differently, let me know. Stevie, how's it going, mate? Afternoon, guys. How's it going, Stevie? Good to have you with us as always, mate. Thank you very much for the work you do in the background. As always, really appreciated. Aaron Keane, how's it going, mate? Hi, Gaz. How's it going, Aaron? Good to see you, mate. Hope everything with you is good, and welcome to the show, mate. Um, Kieran Williams also with us. How's it going, Kieran? Good to see you, mate. Kieran saying, how's it going, Gaz? I'm good, thanks, mate. And thank you very much to all of you guys for coming, getting involved, and saying hello. Really appreciated. Aaron saying going for 1-0 to Forest. Well, I think you might have to change that prediction, Aaron, with Everton taking the early lead. But thanks for that, mate. Always great to have a nice early score prediction. But unfortunately, mate. that one definitely not going to happen at the moment. So we got Nottingham Forest with a throwing uh, deep inside their own half as the ball is headed forward, but then kicked back towards Forest's goal, and now Forest trying to clear their lines as they knock the ball back up the pitch, and it comes straight back at them, and then eventually they knock it out on that far side. Minimo, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Afternoon. Mini saying afternoon. My prediction is 2-1 Everton. Yeah, that's a good shout, Mini. Good to see you guys coming in with some nice early predictions. So, yeah, that's definitely a possibility, Mini. Thanks for that, mate. Good to see you. Hoping everything with you is good. And Aaron is saying, please keep save it. Unfortunately, he didn't, mate. Unfortunately, he didn't. And obviously, Aaron not happy with that early goal conceded by Forest. So now the ball up the field from Pickford, and Everton moving up the field on this near side now. But Forest doing really well actually so far with their defending, closing the spaces well, and making themselves difficult to break down. Bit unlucky that they've conceded that early goal, but I'm sure that will be debated plenty after the game. So ball into the box from Everton on the far side, cleared though by Forest up towards the halfway line, and then eventually knocked out on that far side for a throw in to Forest. Good to see good travelling support for Everton in this game as well, guys. You can see they're in full voice. Now the throwing taken, and eventually Everton win it back and knock it all the way back to Pickford in the goal. Pickford clears it up the field, and Forest eventually pick it up and knock it back towards Everton's goal. But Everton pick it up again, and the ball eventually is knocked out again straight away on this near side. So just early on, guys, just both teams kind of. I mean, obviously we've had the penalty, but it's two in and throwing where you kind of get that early stages of the game where they're both kind of just feeling themselves, feeling each other out, if you like. Um, so the ball now thrown in and gone out again. See, it's just going. So hopefully the game will get going a bit more in the next 5-10 minutes. But as quick as it's getting played up the field, it's getting knocked out, and yet again, it's been thrown back in and knocked straight back out again. So it's a bit. Oh, and our Forest now on the attack, into the box, cross into the box, picked up on the edge of the box now by Forest, but Everton getting men back behind the ball as Forest moved the ball out onto that far side of the pitch, looking for room to get any a possible crossing, but forced all the way back eventually to the halfway line under pressure from Everton. Now Forest come again down this near side, but uh, a bit of a rash challenge from Gray coming from behind, and it's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. Kieran is saying 1-1. I'm going with that's never a pen. I totally agree, mate. I totally agree. That was shocking, wasn't it, guys? Really bad. I think the referees should. Did they actually suffer any embarrassment or shame? Do you reckon, guys, with some of these decisions? It really is bad in it sometimes. And we can see that it's definitely not a penalty, but the referees get conned with it so much. It's got to beg the question, hasn't it? Do they ever watch the games back to see how these players, pull these stunts? And they're supposed to have VAR to check these things as well to assist them. So I don't understand why the referee wouldn't use that technology to go and assist him making that decision. So free kick taken, but Pickford quick to knock the ball away from his goal as the ball comes in. But nothing doing after that. And now the ball back in play up the field. And Forest currently scrapping in the middle of the park to win the ball with Everton. but Forest do eventually come away with it and knock it out to that far side. And now Forest running straight at Everton's defence as they're finally pushed out on that far side and forced to come back. And Everton pressuring the ball there really well, but Forest still managing to keep it and come forward again now down that side, looking to get the crossing. First cross blocked, but second cross right into the middle of the box, headed away. Everton now knock it back up the field, up to the halfway line, and Forest will pick it up again and come this time down this near side. A lively start to the game, guys. Um, So Aaron is saying, "All right, now I say 1-1." No worries, mate. Good to see. Obviously, frustrating when you get a prediction in and there's an early goal that goes the opposite way. So not to worry, mate. It's happened to a few of the guys, I think, where they put early predictions in, and it's as quick as they put it in, it changes the goal. The scoreline changes. So we've got a throw in on this near side for Forest, deep inside the Everton half of the pitch. Throw in taken, but Everton pressing the ball well, and they eventually clear the ball up the field, but not too far, only as far as just in front of the dugouts, and eventually the ball knocked out for another throw in. Forest take it quickly, now moving into the centre of the field on the halfway line as they push forward now, midway inside Everton's half, on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, and the shot comes in. The second shot is scored. So Forest that find the equaliser. Um, the initial shot came in from the edge of the box with Forrest taking a shot. It ricocheted off Pickford, and well, I should have said Pickford saved the initial shot, but the ball he wasn't able to keep control of it. Took deflection off him, and the Nottingham Forest player coming in from this near side got basically a free shot on goal with Pickford unable to get himself repositioned quick enough. So there you go, guys. It's 1-1. 90, just coming up to 90 minutes played, and it's all level. Dylan is saying Everton getting the first goal is crucial for them, but Forest will be throwing everything at them now. Absolutely, and that's exactly what's happened. Dylan, you are spot on, mate. So the game restarted now from the spot, and now Forest come again down that near side, that far side of the pitch. Cross comes in, and it's just headed behind for a corner on this near side. Get it really lively start to this game, guys. We've got the corner to come in a moment. So corner on this near side, guys, for Forest. Finally, the corner taken deep, and it's knocked straight out of play by Everton. So another corner to Forest on the far side. Maxime is saying, how's it going, Maxime? Welcome to the show. Maxime saying, what is your prediction for both games, and are you doing Liverpool United? Well, you did ask me that question yesterday, mate, and I didn't give you a straight answer, so that's fair enough. But I did say I would try. So, yes, I am going to be doing the Liverpool United game after this. And my score prediction for this game. Oh, that's a tricky one. Forest take the corner short this time, out towards the edge of the box, and eventually not so much a cross. It was a shot, but the shot straight to Pickford, who makes a comfortable save, and now gets Everton moving on that far side. So yes, sorry, mate. Yes, obviously, yes, doing the game later and score prediction for this game. Oh, I haven't even thought about score prediction. I don't know. I'm going to go 3-2 Forest, I think. Yeah, 3-2 Forest. I think Forest is going to edge it. Um, so, yeah, I'll be brave and go with 3-2 Forest, I think it'll be. So, we'll see if I'm right. I'll see if any of you guys are right, more interestingly. So we've got a stoppage at the moment, guys, for Everton player down with a knock on the far side of the pitch. It seems to be holding his ankle or his leg. Um, looks to be in quite a bit of discomfort. So hopefully he's going to be okay. But thanks for that, Maxime, and good to have you with us, mate. Billy, random clips. How's it going, mate? Evening or afternoon? Sorry. Billy is saying, "Good afternoon. I'm going for a 1-1." Cool. Well, hopefully we get a few more goals than that, Billy. But you're on course with that scoreline at the minute, mate. And good to see you. I hope things are good with you, Billy. Kieran Williams is saying 2-0 Man United. Well, I'm not going to give a score prediction for that game just yet. I think I'll give that later at the start of that stream. So now we've got another claim for a penalty here, guys. As Everton got the ball into the box, running in from that far side, and a challenge from Forest from behind as I think that's a dive myself. Luckily, the referee has waved it away, and now Forest up the other end of the pitch now trying to uh, create problems for Everton. Ball cut back, and shot comes in, initially blocked, and now back out to Shelby, who clips the ball in, and Everton managed to clear their lines, but only as far as midway inside their own half. And now Forest with another cross into the box, and that's knocked away. But Forest again pick it up on the far side, midway inside Everton's half of the pitch, and now push they're pushed back to the halfway line. But interesting to see Forest very quickly attacking Everton at every opportunity. So will that tell? But Everton also looking to do the same when they're on the ball. So it's we could have a high scoring game with this one, guys, if it carries on at this pace. So the ball knocked out on this near side for a throw in. So yeah, thanks for that, Kieran. Good shout, mate. Aaron Keane is saying 1-0 Man United. You guys obviously quite eager for that game this afternoon. Um, we'll have to see what happens in that one later, mate. But thanks for that, Aaron. Maxime is saying, "Are you a red?" Then Kieran. Kieran saying, "Yeah, who do you support?" Obviously, you guys talking amongst yourself, class. Aaron Keane is saying, "I support Bolton." Um, awesome. And Maxime is saying Liverpool. All right, cool. Maxime, uh, Liverpool fan. Aaron is saying my Prem team, Arsenal. Cool. So a good mix of clubs you guys support, which is awesome. And that was hopefully create some good conversation for you guys in the chat. Forest now on the ball on the halfway line as Everton with all players in their own half at the moment. They come forward and press the ball, so Nottingham Forest forced to play the ball back to their keeper. Ball switched out to this near side, but intercepted by Everton. But Forest quickly challenging to win the ball back, and now we've got a foul in the right in the centre of the park on an Everton player. I think that was just accidental. It's just two players running at each other, one with the ball and another one trying to put pressure on the ball. Got got the ball, but For me, that's a bit of a soft foul, that, guys, for me. We've got some dispute going on between the players in the middle of the park at the moment. So while we're waiting for the free kick to be taken, read out some more comments. Thanks for that, Aaron. So, Aaron, a Bolton fan and also an Arsenal fan. So that's interesting. Thanks for that, mate. Aaron Keane saying, yes, come on. Cool, obviously. Maxime saying, get in. So the free kick taken, ball worked down that far side. But nothing coming of that. But now Forest come again, building from the back. So just joining us, guys. We're 27 minutes into the game, and it's Forest 1, Everton 1. How could you use that many? That's got to be the transfer window, hasn't it? It just came up then that apparently Forest have used 33 players this season in the Premier League. So interesting stat for you guys. And we got the ball being scrapped over. We've got now an Everton player down in the middle of the park. And Forest players are disputing it with the referee with regards to whether it's a foul. Oh, a bit of it is technically a foul, guys, but I can understand why the Forest players are getting frustrated because we've now had several Everton players down on the floor for fouls. We're half an hour into the game, and we must have had, I don't know, at least 5, 6 stoppages now for Everton players down on the pitch. So you can understand why Forest may be getting a bit frustrated with the situation. So free kick taken, long ball down the field for Everton, into the box, headed on, and it's eventually headed in. That was the strangest goal I've seen for a while, guys. It was being headed about in the box. It was long ball down the field to out to the far side, and just the ball then chipped into the box, and it was being headed on by one player, and then another player, and then another player, and eventually it just headed straight, just like kind of headed along about a link of Everton players and just eventually ended up in the back of the net. Yeah, it's headed on by about two. I think it's 2 Everton players. Yeah, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Yep, and so 3 headers, and it ends up in the back of the net. You don't see goals like that very often, guys. You see headed goals, obviously, but not where it's headed 1, 2, 3 players and then into the back of the net. So that was quite an unusual goal. So Everton take the lead again. It's Forest 1, Everton 2. And we are just coming bang on the half an hour mark, guys. So an interesting game. This game's really lively so far, really competitive. Both teams obviously wanting to get something out of it. And Everton with taking the lead for the second time in the game. Ball now game restarted as the ball goes out on that far side for a throw-in. It's not a surprise, is it, to see Everton suddenly fighting for things and being competitive a lot more under Sean Dyche. This is the style of play that he demands, that you work hard, you put a shift in, and it's long overdue from let's be honest, guys, a massively underachieving Everton team that's been underachieving for quite a number of years now, if we're honest. Eventually, ball again knocked out on that far side, midway inside the Everton half. Everton now with the throw-in. So early doors, guys. 5 shots on target for Forest, 5 for Everton, 2 on target for both. So both teams equal amount of shots, 5 attempts, and both teams equal amount of shots on target. So how much we'll see that change as the game progresses. So the ball currently on the far side, guys, it keeps coming back into play, but the players scrapping over it at the minute on the edge of the pitch. And as quick as the one team wins it, it gets knocked out of play again. So we'll come back to that in a second. Dylan is saying 1-1. Whoa, absolutely, mate. Maxime is saying, do you think there is pressure on Klopp? Obviously, there's pressure on Klopp, mate. Yeah, there's pressure on every manager to achieve results. But I did mention this yesterday. I watched. No, sorry, I was reading about an interview with Sadio Mane over in Germany. He gave a particular TV company an interview, and they asked him that exact question: "Is Klopp under pressure?" And Mane said, "No, the players have too much respect for him. They will always work hard." That was Mane's word. You could go and look it up. I'm sure it's somewhere there on YouTube. But that was what he said in his interview. The players want to play for Klopp. They hold him in high regard. Klopp, obviously naturally under pressure as any manager is. But the players will not add to that pressure in respect of not working hard for him. That is basically what he was saying. So you guys don't have to take my word for it. You're welcome to check that out on YouTube. I'm sure that interview is somewhere on YouTube. So ball now knocked forward from Forest. And Everton clear their lines, knocking it out of play on this near side, midway inside their own half of the pitch. Forest taking the throw in quickly, but Everton pressing the ball and Forest forced back into their own half at the moment. As Everton keep pressing the ball really well when they get the opportunity. Forest now trying to work the ball down this near side, but Everton matching that idea with defending. Shelby switching the ball out to the far side, but it's intercepted by Everton. And now Everton trying to move up the pitch, but finding it difficult at the moment with Forest pressing from the front. Long ball up the field, but eventually goes straight to the goalkeeper. So Forest build again. Now Forest moved the ball up towards the halfway line. Just both players just taking a little bit of a breather at the minute with the way the first half an hour has gone, been quite lively. So the pace of the game just dropped off a little bit, guys, at the moment. Forest just knocking it about amongst themselves midway inside their own half of the pitch. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Maxine. Thanks for that, mate. Aaron is saying yes, definitely. Thanks for that, Aaron. Billy's saying I think it will be 3-1 Forest now. That's interesting. Good shout, that, mate. Thanks for that, Billy. Aaron, I am watching it live as well. Awesome, awesome. Great to hear you guys watching it live and also joining us on the stream. So thank you very much for that, guys. Always great to have all of you involved. So now Forest trying to press the ball forward, but eventually he's knocked out on that far side. And now Everton will try to move up the pitch and relieve some of the pressure on their goal, as they have actually. I would say that I'm not seeing the possession stats, but I would say that Forest will probably edge in the possession. They look to have had more possession than Everton, but that's as you would expect with them being the home game. So Everton now on, the home team. Everton now in possession on the far side as they move the ball forward towards the corner flag. But Forest keeping the pressure on with the defending, but Everton managed to try and work it into the box, getting into the box, cross blocked. But now another cross comes in. Nottingham Forest clearing it up the pitch. What is going on there? The Everton player were holding his hand there. What's that all about? Forest moving it down this near side, and Everton defender knocking it out for a throw-in Throwing taken quickly. Forest now looking to come back into the centre of the pitch as they move the ball towards that far side, looking for any weaknesses in the Everton defence. But Everton staying very well compact and organised, as you would expect from a team managed by Sean Dyche. Massive improvement, noticeable improvement just in this 35 minutes of the game. How much different Everton are playing um, just with a few games of, you know, Sean Dyche being in charge. Forest now on the ball as they move the ball forward from the halfway line. But they're just struggling at the minute to find any weaknesses in the Everton formation. Crossfield ball over the top and read well by Pickford, and he's gathered that ball to now take the pressure off Everton and get Everton moving up the field. So Everton probing Nottingham Forest on that far side of the pitch, but forced back towards the keeper. Pickford with a long ball up into the centre of the pitch. Everton winning it. Again on that far side. So now Everton moving forward down the far side of the pitch. Now on the edge of the box, but Forest defending in numbers. Actually, so quite surprising how few players Forest have got in the box there. Um, Forest managed to clear it, but Everton pick it up again midway inside Forest's half of the pitch. Now Everton moved the ball back out to that far side and a chip into the box. Uh, that's a sneaky bit of play there, but Forest managing to clear it. Uh, and Everton forced to play it back to the keeper. So Minute is saying, hi, Billy, a win finally. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Billy, big, massive Chelsea fan, so I'm sure he's buzzing. Thanks for that, Minute. Billy's saying, hello, Minute. Yep, delighted about that. I'm sure you are, mate. Good to see you in positive spirits. So now Everton on the ball on the far side of the pitch. Again, definitely noticeable that Everton looking to attack down that far side quite regular. Shot comes in and it's knocked over the bar. I think it was going high and wide anyway, but the keeper definitely looked to have got a touch to that just to be sure that it didn't creep in. So there's going to be a corner to Everton. Well, it was a good effort, just a little bit too much, just a little bit too high. But like I say, the goalkeeper getting a hand to that just to be safe, because from his point of view, he's not going to know whether that's going to just creep in the top of the net with the pace of the ball coming in. So now corner for Everton. It's their first corner of the game, taken short, and eventually a cross comes in and knocked away by Forest. But Everton now pick it up on the edge of the box, trying to chuck it back into the mix of things. But eventually Forest clearing it out of their box. And now Forest managed to pick up possession and are they able to relieve the pressure? Well, they're initially able to relieve the pressure as they come forward. But Everton staying compact, but keeping men forward as well to defend from the front. And now Forest with a ball forward up the field into the box, and a 1-2 between two Forest players. But eventually the ball knocked out on this near side under pressure. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. Aaron also saying, and I'm going to Bolton Accrington in April. Oh, cool. Tried to get tickets for that game when they were playing in the semi-final of the Pizza Cup, as I was told it was called the other day, which I thought was quite amusing. The Pizza Cup. First time I've heard it said that. Called that, sorry. Forest managing to just keep the ball out on this near side. And now we've got a stoppage for a foul. I think we're going to see an Everton player booked here. I think it was Ben Godfrey was that challenged and made the foul there, and it was actually off the pitch, guys. It was a Forest player trying to keep the ball in on the pitch on this uh, near side, close to the corner flag, and a late challenge coming in from the Everton player has resulted in the Nottingham Forest player Johnson rolling around on the pitch or on the edge of the pitch, holding his back. So fingers crossed he's going to be all right. We don't want to see any players picking up any serious injuries, do we, guys? In the best, in the good spirit of football, we want to see the best of the best playing the best of the best. That's not why we love the game. We don't really want to see good players getting in. Well, any players getting injured for that matter. So Johnston back on his feet, but he's still holding his back. Hopefully, he's going to be okay, make a recovery. Fingers crossed. So yeah, hopefully that's a good game. Key Aaron, and let's hope Bolton get a win in that. But bit off the boil at the minute, Bolton. Wondering whether they've got one eye on that cup final because their form has dropped off just in the last couple of weeks. Minute is saying only one team for me, and that's obviously Hibs. Thanks for that, Minnie. Maxime saying, do you think he will get sacked? Who? Klopp? Not this season. No, not this season. I very much doubt it. I think Liverpool will have to go on a complete losing streak for Klopp to get sacked this season. No, I don't think he will, mate. If you've been reading all the press about it, there's been a lot of conversation about it. And at the minute, a lot of the conversation is all about Klopp making preparations to rebuild the team next season. Apparently, that's what a lot of the paper talks about. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think Klopp will be getting sacked this season. But obviously, if he doesn't able to make a more improved start next season, then his job may be under threat. So Forest now on the ball on the halfway line, but tried to probe down that far side, but forced back up the field by Everton defending well. Now, as Forest swing the ball out to that far side from this near side, it's intercepted by the Forest player there on the far side, but a rash challenge from an Everton player results in a free kick opportunity for Forest. I think this is about. Oh, yeah, it's a good distance. Oh, maybe about 40 yards from goal. 30, definitely around 35, 40 yards right out to that far side of the pitch. But a good opportunity. This is kind of but let's put it this way, guys. If this was Ronaldo or David Beckham over this ball, they would be licking their lips with the opportunity to score a long distance free kick goal. Ball crossed into the box by Forest, initially headed away, and Everton managed to clear their lines and now moved the ball up the field. But Forest coming out with them, trying to defend the ball, but unable to win it back. Now Everton moved the ball out to this near side, coming down the pitch, and now on the edge of the box, looking to get across. Cross comes in, shot, and it's blocked. What a poor shot. What was he thinking there? Forest managing to relieve the pressure, pushing the ball back up towards the centre circle, but Everton pick it up again now as they move down this near side. And Forest initially winning the ball back, but then losing it again before the ball is eventually knocked out for a throw-in quite close to the corner flag, say about maybe 6-7 yards from the corner flag. Really, really good opportunity that for Everton there for that goal. But there just wasn't enough power behind the ball, behind that shot. So Everton now with a cross into the box from that throwing opportunity, but it goes way past everybody and out to the far side. But Everton pick it up again now. Oh, what are they doing? Dilly, too much thought there, too much time to think about that. And Forest managed to win the ball back, now moving the ball back up the other end of the field, up towards the halfway line before an overhead cross up towards the strikers, but defended well by Everton. Forest eventually win the ball back further up the field. But now Everton win it back on that far side as they push try to push up the field with an overhead cross. But a bit too much to do that for the Everton player up there all on his own at that point. So Forest win it back and now move the ball back up towards the halfway line, but this time on this near side. Everton staying well compact here. And every time they come down this Forest a couple of times now have come down this near side. And a couple of times we've seen Everton quickly knock it out of play to give themselves time to get reorganised and get men behind the ball. But there goes the half-time whistle, guys. And it's finished at half-time. It's Forest 1, Everton 2. So quite a lively first half, guys. Just petered out a little bit towards the end of that second half. The last 5 minutes got a little bit more scrappy and a little bit less fluent. But that's to be expected as we approach half-time. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat now. Let's catch up with some comments. So yeah, no, I don't think that, Maxine, but thanks for that, mate. Great question. Aaron saying yes, so obviously Aaron thinks so. Minimo saying Klopp won't be sacked. I agree, Minnie. I don't think he'll get sacked. Aaron is saying if they lose to Madrid, then yeah. Nah, I don't think so, mate. The question what you've got to ask to answer your own question, really, Maxim, is simple. And obviously to you, Aaron, as well, saying that about Madrid. The simple question you've got to ask is who would Liverpool bring in that is better than Klopp? Seriously, just ask that question and you get the answer to your own question then. Who would Liverpool bring in to replace Klopp? There isn't that many managers that are good enough to replace Klopp. Yes, he's going through a bad time. We've discussed this plenty on previous shows. He is having a tough time. Results not going great at the minute. But at the end of the day, with what Klopp's achieved with Liverpool in the time that he's been there, you know, he always fans, players, always demanding that managers lead them to success. So when they do that, do they not deserve a little bit of time when they're rebuilding a team? Because let's be honest, that's what Klopp is currently in the process of doing. He's lost a few of his key players. Now recognises to get back to winning ways, he's going to have to rebuild his team. He has come out with comments that have been reported, at least anyway, saying that he's identified the faults, or he feels that he has identified the faults in the Liverpool lineup, being that Naby Keita is a weak link in the team, as well as, surprisingly to me as well, Fabinho. He's identified Fabinho as a weakness in the team, which is quite surprising to me because I thought Fabinho, yes, he's had the odd bad game, but overall, since he's come to Liverpool, I think he's shown what he's got. He does bring something to the team, but I think you need the right player alongside him to support what he brings to the team. So yeah, but thanks for that, Aaron. Minute Mo is saying, right, stay at 2-1. Need that prediction win. Okay then, Minnie. I take it you maybe got a bet on or something like that, mate. Aaron is saying 2-1 to Everton. Yeah, absolutely. Billy Random Clips saying Klopp won't be sacked. He's done so much for that club. Absolutely, yeah, that's exactly right. I agree, Billy. You know, like I just said, you can't demand that managers lead clubs to success, and then they do that, and then when they have a little bit of a bad spell, that success that they've led the club to doesn't give them that little bit of a little bit of respite to make a few mistakes during the process of rebuilding a team. You know, you can't have it the best of both worlds. Look, let's be honest, guys. Players are not machines. Managers are not machines. They're human beings. You know, and I think if you look at Liverpool's season this season, it's quite easily explained. Yes, they've let a few key players go, which has made a negative impact on the team. But let's remind ourselves, guys, Liverpool fought for every competition they was involved in last season, right till the end. Every competition, right to the end, they fought for. So do you not think that players, not being machines, as I just pointed out, being human beings, do you not think that the players might just this season be just mentally fatigued through, let's be honest, what, four consistent seasons, three seasons, 4 seasons, chasing Manchester City, competing at the top table in the Champions League, getting to the latter stages of that competition regularly. No team in English football history has reached a Champions League final as many times as Liverpool, especially in recent times. So does that not earn a manager the right to, to time to deal with mistakes and rebuild a team? We already seen what he's brought to the team. We already seen how he's got the players playing well. I don't see a manager better than Klopp that could replace him. That is the key question you've got to ask, guys. Do you see a manager that's good enough to beat to replace Klopp that could come in and bring that unity that he has brought to that club? I don't see it. I really don't see it, guys. But thank you very much for that, Billy. Um, I don't. I agree, mate. He may get put. He might be under pressure for the sack next season after having a bad season this season. But I think his job's safe at least for this season. For now, Maxime is saying, "Are you going to Wembley to watch Bolton?" I'm sure you asked me that question yesterday, mate. But no, I won't be going to Bolton to Wembley to watch Bolton. Unfortunately, mate, because it had been taking 2 days off work to do it, and I just can't afford that at the moment. Um, so unfortunately, no, I won't be. But I'm not too bothered. I have been lucky enough to go to a cup final to watch Bolton before I went to watch them play Middlesbrough at Cardiff. I think that was 2004. I think, if I remember rightly. So I have been lucky enough to go to a cup final, and unfortunately, it didn't go the way of Bolton that year that they didn't win it. But like I say, I think I considered that maybe going to a cup finals bad luck for my team. So I don't know. That's the way I come away feeling. I thought if I just stayed at home, maybe they'd won it. But I suppose we've all been to games where we've had that thinking. You make the effort to go travel to an away game, something like that. It's a lot of hassle, arranging travel, time off, stuff like that. And then your team lose and you think, why did I bother? I might have been, maybe I would have stayed at home. They might have won. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if you guys have ever thought like that. I know I've had that thought a few times going travelling away with Bolton, but definitely I remember specifically thinking that in the cup final. So yeah, Aaron, sorry, Minnie, sorry, did I forget to read your comment there, mate? My apologies, Minnie. Minnie saying no way Liverpool will sack Klopp. No, I agree, Minnie. Not this season, at least. Maybe next season. That's different, but I don't think he's going to get the sack this season. I agree, mate. Aaron is saying no, sadly. Obviously, Aaron, I think also in agreement there. I think Aaron saying, but I'm going to the tough shield against Aki's. It's not that mate. Yeah, Bolton fan, come on, it's the Reebok. I'm not having all these stupid sponsorship names, mate. It's the Reebok. It was introduced as the Reebok, and it'll always be the Reebok. Uh, the club can do whatever they want with these fancy names of these companies, these stupid names sponsoring the stadium. But for me, I don't know. For me, you know, I'm not a big fan of this keep changing stadium names. It really irritates me that my club are doing it so much. I mean, come on. Not so long ago, it was called the University of Bolton Stadium. What a mouthful that is. You know what I mean? Yeah, where are you going to, Mike? Yeah, I'm going to the game. I'm going to the University of Bolton Stadium. Do you know what I mean? By the time you said it, the game's kicked off and it's half time. Do you know what I mean? It's just unreal with some of these sponsorship names. So yeah, but yeah, I enjoy the game, Aaron. I hope you have a good game, mate. But come on, you got to agree with me, mate. It's the Reebok. It's the Reebok. Um, it's not the tough shit stadium, is it? Because let's be honest, that's what everybody's calling it now, the tough shit stadium. So okay, hopefully we'll be sending some teams away from the Reebok with well, it's tough shit. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these quirky names, mate. But I hope you do enjoy the game, Aaron, and yeah, hopefully that will be another comfortable Bolton win for fingers crossed, mate. Let's hope. Billy is saying can't get many predictions right. I can't. I can't. My God, No worries, mate. Well, just keep trying with them. Just practice makes perfect. Eventually, you never know. If we do start a predictions league, that's when your form might come, mate. So look at it that way. Get the practice in now, and then when we eventually start up a predictions type thing at some point in the future, that's when you suddenly you might work the magic, mate. You never know. Look at it the positive way, and like I say, get the practice now while it means not much because soon you good guys might be competing against each other next season. If I can come up with a predictions league idea over the summer months, let's see. Hopefully, I will have the time to do that. Fingers crossed. Okay, then. That's an interesting channel. Um, So yeah, stay positive about it, Billy. But thanks for that, mate. Minnie Mo's saying I've lost my magic of late, Billy. I don't know. Didn't you get one right earlier on in the week, Minnie? I thought you got one right in early in the week, mate. But I'm not sure. Can't remember. To be honest, at the minute, guys, one day is just blaring into another for me. So I'm not crazy busy. So um, I'm sometimes getting that. I'm just that busy, and my head's that busy with that much to do that I'm forgetting what I had for dinner yesterday. Never mind anything else. So, but yeah, I'm sure, Minnie, didn't you get one right earlier in the week? I'm sure you did. Um, Aaron is saying, laugh out loud, unlucky. Um, well, like I said, guys, just keep practicing with the predictions. Kieran Williams is saying, "See you all at 4:30, lads." All right, Kieran. Well, obviously, thanks for that, mate. But you have to remember, there's not just lads in the chat. We also have ladies as well, mate. So yeah, but thanks back, Kieran. Real pleasure to see you today, mate. And yeah, hopefully catch up with you later on in the other stream. If you're not too busy, mate, thank you very much for coming, getting involved, and look after yourself, mate. Stay safe. Thank you. Billy is saying, I give up now. I'll just see what happens. Uh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. But keep trying. That's what I say. It's only a bit of fun. Aaron Keane is saying, see you, Kieran. Thanks for that, Aaron, top man. And Minnie saying, lads, I did tell him, Minnie, I did point it out that there's not just lads in the chat. So, yeah, thanks for that, Minnie. Um, you have to remember we've got some passionate lady fans as well, and we have to be respectful because no sexism in football. It's a respectful, equally everybody's welcome to be involved. Definitely on this channel anyway. We want to be definitely trying to be respectful to all genders, cultures, and everything else. Ethnicities, I can't even say the word ethnicities. Ethnic. Oh well, I'm sure you guys will have a laugh at me trying to pronounce that word. Ethnicities. Uh, I've completely got that wrong, haven't I, guys? Um, So yeah, sorry, Aaron is saying, yep, same, Billy. Thanks for that, Aaron. And Aaron Keane also saying, what do you mean, Minnie? Minnie means she's a lady. She's not a lad. She's a lady. That's what she means. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. Minnie's saying, Billy, both teams can't defend. So there was going to be goals. And I reckon Everton need the win more. Yeah, that's a fair shout, Minnie. And yeah, I can't argue with that. I don't know. I think they're both showing. I think they're both showing some skill of defending, but yeah, I get what you mean. They're not the strongest teams for defending. They make mistakes, but there is spells in the game where I've seen some good defending, particularly from Everton. I think Everton looking a lot more organised than they did. It's definitely noticeable to see that Sean Dyke is having a positive impact on the Everton team being better organised in defence. Obviously, still work to do for him. I'm sure he sees that. But like I say, mate, you can see the influence of the manager on the Everton team in these first early stages of him being in charge. So thanks for that, Minnie. Billy Random Clips is saying, fair point, Minnie. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Billy. Aaron's saying, yep, as well. So you guys in agreement with Minnie. So nice one, guys. PFC underscore DY4 Dylan saying, Oh, hang on a minute. I think that's come back. Why does it do this to me? Sorry, guys. It's jumped forward again with the. It's really weird how it does that. Sorry, guys. My message thing seems to jump back to the beginning at some stage, and it's really annoying. So my apologies, guys. Let me just find where I was up to. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Sorry, guys. That was Dylan's message from the start of the show. Minnie Mo was saying Arsenal were very unlucky yesterday. Right, yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Just to let you guys know, the teams are just coming back out onto the pitch, so we should be restarting the game in a minute. But yeah, thanks for that, Minnie. That's a fair shout. I don't know, to be honest. I actually missed Arsenal's game yesterday. In fact, I missed a big chunk of games yesterday, which was pretty gutting. But not to worry, these things are sent to try us. But thanks for that, Minnie. And Ethan, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Always great to see you. Ethan saying hi, everyone. Top man. Thanks for that, Ethan. And Minnie also saying hello back. So nice one, Minnie. Thanks for that, mate. Really appreciate the positive welcome from you guys. And Ethan saying hi, Minnie. Out with my friends. Awesome, Ethan. Well, hopefully you have a top day, mate, and enjoy the day out with your mates. Um, but good to see you, mate. Thank you very much for dropping in. Guys, while I remember, I've not mentioned it, I don't think, apart from at the start of the show. So please do hit that like button so that more people can see the channel. It does help and would be appreciated if it's not too much trouble, please, guys. So the game just restarting. We've got a throw in on this near side for Everton. Inside Everton's half of the pitch. Everton clear the ball up the field. Ethan saying not doing a joke today. No worries, mate. No worries. Well, just enjoy your afternoon out with your mates. Not a problem. Ryan Clark is saying, "Hey up, lads. We all Yorkshire, are we? How's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you drop in. As we just had Everton with an opportunity, but it's cleared, and now they're scrapping for it with Forest on this on the far side as the ball eventually rolls out. Oh, now we've got two players coming together. Put your handbags away. What's the matter with them? Ryan is saying Leeds going down. Leeds going down from Barnsley fan. Yeah, no worries, Ryan. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I think there's still plenty of time for Leeds to rescue their season. It's quite tight down there at the bottom of the power, at the bottom of the Premier League. So Forest, we're just waiting for the referee to restart the game. Forest with a throw-in after two players coming together on that far side of the pitch, um, and it's throw-in taken, but knocked straight back out again. Billy saying Arsenal came from two behind yesterday to win 3-2 vs Bournemouth. All right, thanks for that, Billy. I like to say, mate, I missed that game yesterday. I missed quite a big chunk of football yesterday, unfortunately, but not to worry. Can't, unfortunately, I don't. I'm just with work commitments and other things going on. I just unfortunately I can't catch every game at the minute. In fact, I'll never be able to actually catch every game because there's just too much football. But I do my best, guys. I do my best to catch as much of it as possible. As you can see by the fact that I regularly live stream. So we've got a free kick now with Forest for Forest on this near side, just in front of the dugout, probably about 5 yards from the dugout, just inside Everton's half of the pitch. So 48 minutes gone. Free kick taken, crossed into the box. But Everton eventually coming away with it. And a sliding challenge there from Forest knocks the ball out on this near side. A throw-in taken. Everton. It's just been a head tennis at the minute, guys. Sorry, just both teams heading it amongst themselves in the middle of the park before Forest eventually knock it up uh, into the Everton half of the field, but Everton eventually clear it, and now Forest get control of the ball as they knock it out to that far side, but still not uh, able to do much with it as Everton scrapping for it with them and the ball going out. But the referee is, sorry, the linesman's flagged. I don't understand what he's flagged for there. I think he's flagged for offside, but I don't know. You've got to have keen eyes, haven't you, to get an offside like that when two players are scrapping for it like that. So free kick taken by Pickford up the field. The ball goes. Forest picking it up and moving the ball forward down that far side under pressure from Everton, but still managing to move the ball forward. Um, the Forest player ends up being sandwiched. How is that not a foul? I can understand the Forest players here get frustrated. Everton players sandwiched the Forest player there, and now we've got handbags and purses and all sorts coming out here on that far side of the pitch. Better not say that, had I actually these days? It might be offensive, Anna. So it's crazy, isn't it, what you can't say anymore without somebody getting upset about it. So we're going to have a free kick for Forest on the far side of the pitch. Referees finally sorted all that out, and it's Gibbs for Forest that's been booked with a yellow card. And Everton. So two players booked there. I think the referee needed to do that, to be honest, because it was getting it's getting a bit. I don't know what's the word. It's getting a little bit heated between both sets of players. Just getting a bit carried away in the heat of the moment, and it's not really needed. It's not that kind of game, if you get my meaning, guys. So free kick now for Forest on the far side of the pitch as Shelby crosses the ball into the box. It's headed by Forest, but headed out, not towards goal. Forest now trying to work an angle on this near side, but Everton managing to defend that quite well. But Forest managed to keep the ball, and they now push it out to that far side. But a cross comes in from deep. Ball is just so much all over the place to keep using these crosses. It's really difficult to actually talk about the game the way do sometimes. Cross comes in from this near side, but it's headed away by Everton. Forest pick it up on the edge of the box on that far side, and now come back into the centre of the park. Shelby with a shot, or I'm not sure if that was a shot or a cross, but it took a deflection and rolls out behind for a corner on this near side of the pitch. Um, Billy is saying, work is more important than football, Gaz. You're a hard working man. Thank you very much for that, Billy. Very nice of you to say, mate. I think everybody works hard, to be honest. We all go out to work. Everybody works hard. It's just frustrating because I would love the Fan Dem project to get moving forward, sooner rather than later. So it's just a bit of a balancing act at the minute with doing normal work and trying to do this. But hopefully, eventually, we will get the channel further along, and then I might be able to actually think about doing this at least at least maybe reduce or sort my job work commitments out so that I'm actually able to focus better on the channel and more on the channel as we continue to bowl. That would be the ideal thing, because then I would just have so much more time available to work on things. Um, it's just such a balancing act at the minute. But thank you very much for that, Billy. It's very nice of you to say, mate, and appreciate you guys acknowledging that it is a bit crazy at the minute. It's like having two jobs that are full time at the minute, doing my own normal job and doing this with Fandom. But obviously, Fandom doesn't earn any money or anything yet. But hopefully, it will one day, and that will be great, because then we can use some of that money to expand the project. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, one step at a time at the minute. But thank you very much, Billy. Very nice of you to say, mate. Um, so we've got another foul on this near side, and yet again, players coming together. I think the referee's just taking a back seat here and watching what's going on. Ryan is saying Leeds, Leeds. Did I just read that? Did I just read that? I'm sure I just read that. Ryan is saying Liverpool 4, Man United 0. Oh, that's an interesting scoreline, mate. Thank you very much for that, Ryan. Yeah, very interesting. Be one. What a game that'll be if it ends up like that. Although I think I'm not sure. I've not decided on my score prediction yet, mate. But I think definitely one thing I would say is I expect both teams to score this afternoon. So we'll have to see. Minute is saying I really want Leeds to stay up, but it's really not looking that way. Yeah, it would be nice, to be fair, to keep for Leeds to stay up, so that we have a Yorkshire club involved in the Premier League. Because obviously, if Leeds go down, um, I'm not sure how Sheffield United are doing for getting promotion, but it would be good to have some Yorkshire representation in the Premier League. We want fair representation from across the UK, really, don't we, guys? So now we've got questionable red card here, guys. Sorry, I missed that. My apologies. But referee Tarkowski for Everton receiving a yellow card. But quite, as you can imagine, the Nottingham Forest fans calling for him to get a red. But the referee decides to just issue the yellow. So we've got a free kick for Forest out on this far side, deep inside their own half of the pitch. 4 Everton players booked in this game already, guys. Ball forward now for Forest on that far side. They now work their way into the box, and it's deflected away by Everton. Everton now pick it up on that far side as they look to try and relieve the pressure on their goal. Long ball up the field, but it's what they're thinking there, Forest. Forest. Oh, sorry. Now Forest come again down this far side, cross into the box, or like more like a shot actually, that, and comfortably saved by Pickford. But yeah, there was another incident just up the other end there, where Everton almost were in on goal with some really bad back pass from Nottingham Forest on the far side of their pitch. And luckily, the goalkeeper just about managed to come out and kick it away to see away the danger. But I think that plays in with what Minnie was saying about these two teams both having weaknesses in their defence. So Everton losing the ball now on the far side as Forest pick it up, but then Forest lose it themselves. Game is being played at quite some intensity at the moment, guys. So Forest now on the attack again after Everton just had an opportunity, but a bit hurried, a bit rushed, and they didn't make the best of that. But Forest now coming again, just knocking the ball about amongst themselves on the halfway line. Um, as Everton compact themselves ready for the next attack. Ball forward, and that attack comes, and Everton managed to win it. But now the referee has blown for a foul. The amount of Everton players that have gone down in this game is quite ridiculous. Oh yeah, Gibbs White running a tightrope there. The Nottingham Forest player with a sliding tackle, and he's already been booked, so he's on dangerous guy. I love his effort and his tenacity. He's definitely a motivated player, showing that he's prepared to fight and scrap. I love that kind of player that will chuck chuck challenges in. But obviously, he's already had a yellow card, and we don't really want to see either team losing players, because then we have the scenario of 10 men for one team, possibly both. But if anything, it's Forest that more likely to get a man sent off at the minute, with the way these challenges are going, guys. Um, Minnie Mo saying, I really want. All right, sorry, I read that comment. Thanks for that, Minnie. My apologies. Did read that. Billy saying, I don't want Leeds to stay up. Okay, then, fair enough. Um, Billy saying, sorry, Leeds fans. No worries, mate. Fair enough. It would be nice to have a Yorkshire clubbing, guys. We want fair representation right across the UK, if possible. Um, if we could, well, if it was fair, wouldn't it? We'd have some Scottish teams involved in it as well. But unfortunately, I think there seems to be a certain element of the Premier League clubs that are not keen on that idea, which is why it keeps getting talked about, but nothing really happens with it. But Everton with a throw in now on this near side. Um, Deep inside the Forest half of the pitch. Forest with a challenge there as the ball goes out again for another throw in, this time to Forest. Uh, no, no, it's not to Everton. Sorry, my mistake, guys. Apologies. To Everton taking that throw in. uh, Definitely some frustration being shown from both teams. Everton now uh, throwing the ball out as the goalkeeper will get the game back underway after that. I'm not sure. The referee blew his whistle there, but I think he must have given it for offside. There was just basically two players scrapping on this near side of the pitch over the ball. Um, Nottingham Forest player blocking the Everton player off, and they were just tussling amongst themselves. And then eventually the Forest player fell over, and then the referee blew his whistle. So I wasn't sure if he'd blown his whistle for offside or blown his whistle for a foul, but it seems like it must have been offside, because the goalkeeper's got us back underway. Forest now on the ball on the halfway line as they now look to try and attack Everton with the ball moving it out to this near side, looking for an angle to get across, but being closed down by Everton. Eventually, the cross comes in, but it's headed away by Everton. But Forest pick it up midway inside Everton's half of the field and look to come again. Ball forward now for Forest, but it's cut out. Sorry, guys, I'm yawning my head off here. It's cut out by Everton, and Everton with a long ball up the field, and yet another Everton player down again here now with another um, feel in his leg. Sorry, guys, it's aggravating my ear. That So the Forest now looking to get forward on this near side, but Everton closing everything down. That every time Forest tried to come down this near side, um, Everton got to give definitely evidence of Sean Dyke in this Everton team. They're, they're working so much harder and closing spaces really well, getting tight to players, not letting them have time on the ball. Very, very much what you would expect to see from a Sean Dyke team. It's amazing how much it's starting to show already, and he's only been in charge for a handful of games, hasn't he, guys? Let's be honest. Um, Minimo is asking why, Billy. Thanks for that, Mini. Yep, that's a good question. Billy saying they embarrassed us at their ground. They deserve. Oh, come on, Billy. That's not a good reason to want it. Yeah, mate, Leeds can't embarrass you. You can only embarrass yourself with poor performances, mate. Let's be honest. If your team was embarrassed, it was because your players embarrassed your club. Let's be honest. Everton sorry, Real Madrid just um, beat Liverpool 5-2. I would love to know Joey's response to this. Joey, would you consider if you're still there, Joey? I'm not sure if he's actually with us at the moment, but I would love to know Joey's response to this. Whether Joey would consider that Real Madrid embarrassed Liverpool or whether Liverpool embarrassed themselves. In my viewpoint, I would look at it that way. I would look at my own team first before looking at the other team. But each to their own. If you prefer to look at it that way, Billy, that's fair enough, mate. But for me, uh, I'm sorry, but a club the size of Chelsea, with the players that you guys have available, if Leeds were able to embarrass you, I would say that was more your own players letting you down, not Leeds embarrassing you. You cannot criticise the team for coming and fighting to try and get something out of the team, out of the game, especially a newly, recently promoted team. Let's be honest, Leeds have only been back in the Premier League last season and this season. Uh, so if Leeds have embarrassed Chelsea, then that's for me. That's Chelsea's own doing through not putting in a performance, mate. That's my opinion. But you're entitled to your opinion, Billy. I'm not. I'm not like I say. I'm not criticising you, mate. I'm just. It's just an observation. Come on, Chelsea's a massive club with massive resources. So if you feel that you've been embarrassed by Leeds, then really, I think you should be looking at your own team, mate. Really, seriously. It's your players not it's your players underperforming if Leeds are able to do that. Because let's be honest, mate, Leeds do not have anywhere near the resources that your club have. Nowhere near, not even a fraction, not even a quarter of the resources that your club have available. A long ball up the field as the referee blows for a foul on that far side. Sean Dyche protesting on the touchline. He wants to watch that because, as we see, the authoritarianism coming from the referees these days is quite intense. So now Forest in possession at the back. Forest now knocking the ball forward down that far side as they're now on the edge of the box. Cross comes in and it's deep. Picked up on this near side, but Forest really poor with that attack. They keep losing it on this near side for really sloppy play. Everton managing to get the ball and now looking to try and counter attack Forest down this near side. But yet again, worked into the corner. Um, why are Everton doing that? Everton keep working the ball into the corner like they don't want to actually uh, try and create any opportunities on goal. What's that all about? That's really embarrassing for Everton that they're needing to use that tactic to beat a team like Forest. No offence to Forest, but let's be honest, Forest are brand newly promoted. They came up through the playoffs. They've had the least amount of time to prepare for being a Premier League club. And Everton are using this corner flag mentality to kill time. And we're only what? We're only just coming up to 60, 70 minutes gone. 68 minutes gone we're on. And Everton using a tactic that you would use in the last 5 minutes of the game with 20 minutes still to go. That's quite embarrassing. If I was an Everton fan, I'd be embarrassed by that tactic. So unbelievable that. Forest now coming again down that far side, cross into the box. It's deflected away and comes out on this near side. But can Forest use it better this time? They keep losing it on this near side under pressure from Everton. And Everton force them up the pitch again. Although the difference this time, Forest able to keep the possession as they now work the ball out to that far side again. Everton with a challenge, and the ball rolls out for a throw in. But now we're going to see a triple substitution by the looks of it, guys, from Forest. So subs coming off is Cadback, Froller, and Wood. Fuller. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but Wood, Fuller, and Colback. Players coming on: Yates, Dennis, and Iowa for Nottingham Forest. So triple substitution there, guys, from Forest. Minimo saying a lot of teams have embraced Chelsea lately, Billy. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Minnie. Yeah, that's that well said. Well said, Minnie. A lot of embarrassed. Sorry, is that embarrassed or embraced? Embraced. Sorry, embraced Chelsea lately. I'm not sure if that's meant to be embarrassed and the spell check's corrected you, mate. But yeah, I like to say, Minnie. I think Chelsea have been having a tough time, but let's be honest. Like I say, that they're a big club. They're a massive club with so many resources. Um, I'm stunned by the amount of Chelsea fans looking for blame. Well, if you're looking for blame, blame your owners. Your owners have been in that club 5 minutes, and look at how much they've changed in such a short place of time. You had one of the best managers in world football. They sacked him. Um, they've made more changes in the playing staff than all the newly promoted teams combined. You know what I mean? So it's quite shocking what they've done in just this, just over a 6 month period. So if Chelsea fans want somebody to blame, blame your owners. Seriously, it's quite bad that your owners come in and think that they could just change so many players in such a short place of time and expect it to work. That shows that they are not very football knowledgeable. Um, Everton with a cross into their box, but it's cleared and eventually moved out to the far side. But now Forest looking to hit Everton on the counter attack, running forward with the ball. Forest now really trying to, but the ball forward there was intercepted by Everton and kills that opportunity. But that looked like one of the better opportunities there for Forest. But yet again, just not very accurate with their passing, and it's cost them again on that opportunity. The Forest coming again now down that far side. They do keep probing that far side of the pitch. Um, Although they have had more success on that far side than they have had on this near side. Now they switch the ball out to this near side instead. And lose it again. Unbelievable. I keep saying that is so noticeable that they keep losing it on this near side. Now Everton are looking to it. Forest on the counter attack, running forward. Now, but pushed out to that far side, but pass and Everton still in possession, trying to work the ball into the box, but Forest defending well, and eventually the ball rolls out for a corner to Everton. McNeil on that far side, scrapping away to win the corner for Everton, and that should relieve some of the pressure. for Everton, as Forest have had the majority of the ball going forward at the moment. But thanks for that, Mini. Billy's saying, yeah, Mini, all the teams that embarrassed us is us I don't like. Right, well, fair enough. Corner taken. Um, Corner taken, but ends up cleared. Forest now coming up this near side of the pitch, but Everton surrounding them with defenders. But Forest still managed to work the ball up towards the corner flag before it's knocked out for a throw in. Uh, Forest with a throw in. I think we're going to see a long throw here, right into the box. Throw in taken, and it's headed on. Oh, and, Forest so really poor on this near side in possession. And now Everton looking to hit them on the counter attack. Really good opportunity here, but are they going to just put inside now? Looks to me like Everton just prepared to keep the ball here. Yeah, no rush to get an effort on goal. Really, really poor that from Everton. Look, they're just happy to keep possession. I mean, obviously, I know they're in a relegation fight, but you would expect from a club with this, like Everton, the little length of time that they've been in the Premier League, they shouldn't need to resort to a tactic like this. Uh, let's be honest, guys. Forest got promoted through the playoffs. The difference to getting promoted by automatically and promoted through the playoffs is that the teams that come up automatically through their position in the league, they get a couple of weeks more to do transfer business. The team that comes up through the playoffs cannot do any transfer business, or they can try to, but they're not going to do any transfer business until they've finished the playoff, until they know which league they're going to be competing in, which is understandable. Don't want to spend millions of pounds on players when you don't know whether you're going to be in the Premier League. So Forest are a newly promoted team by the playoffs. They've had the least time to prepare for the Premier League. And I think it's really embarrassing that Everton are resorting to tactics like just holding up the ball in the up the top corner of the pitch to waste time with still plenty of time to play. It's really, really shameful from their point of view. I know they're trying to fight relegation. Shot comes in from Forest and they've scored. So Forest finding an equaliser there. It was coming. It was coming. Forest kept probing down the left, particularly down that right hand side, and Everton kept living dangerously by not making the best of their opportunities when they did get the opportunities with Forest on a counter attack, and now it's going to cost them with Forest finding that equaliser. For me, that's Everton creating their own downfall here. They've had the ball up the other end of the pitch a couple of times, decided to just try and kill time, passing the ball about instead of going for that third goal to kill the game off. So Forest levelling the score. It's now Forest 2, Everton 2, 77 minutes gone. And we now have a throw in on that far side. And that sees Forest fans break into full voice. So, yeah, I don't know if you hear that, guys. The player that just scored the goal is the first Forest player to score home and away against Everton for 40 years. How's about that for a stat, guys? Eh? The player that just scored, I'm not sure who it actually was that scored the goal. I missed it, the player's name. But, sorry, the Forest. So the Forest player that scored the first goal, first Nottingham Forest player to score home and away in one season against Everton for 40 years. That's some interesting stat, isn't it? Everton now coming away with the ball as Forest managed to win it back on the halfway line, and now Philippe, I'm presuming that's Philippe, looks very French, is booked by the referee. Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, guys. Some of these Everton players have been going down really easy, but when you challenge from behind like that, you're always gonna be looking at getting a yellow card from the referee. It's amazing how many players do that in it, challenge from behind. So now we're about to have a free kick with Pickford to restart the game from the centre circle. Long ball down the field, and it's too much. What is he thinking? Way too much pace on that. Nobody able to get it, and the ball goes out for a goal kick to Forest. And Sean Dyke going nuts on the touchline, barking out instructions. Forest now trying to clear their lines, but Everton managing to keep possession. But now they lose it, and Forest now. Oh, come on, ref! Let the game flow. What is he doing? It's amazing. Honest, you've got to ask questions of this Everton team with the amount of time, how easy some of these players are going over. I've got it. I'm gonna say it, guys. I'm massive respect to Nottingham Forest. Their players have embarrassed Everton this afternoon with the amount of the fact that not Forest prepared to fight, prepared to stay on their feet, ride challenges, whereas Everton have been going over at every opportunity. So we're just seeing fouls committed. Forest 11, Everton 12. But yet, you honest guys, you wouldn't think it. You wouldn't think it because the amount of fouls that Everton have been awarded free kicks from, and Forest have not been awarded that many free kicks. To be fair, really shameful. We want to see the game flow, guys. We don't want to see this where players going down at every opportunity for the slightest thing. And yet, so just scrapping amongst the ball on the edge of the Everton box, and Forest managing to come away with it, moving quickly up the field. And now on the edge of the Everton box, shot comes in and it's saved by Pickford, but cleared on that out to that far side. And now Everton looking to get back up the other end of the pitch, running down that far side at speed. And Forest with men behind the ball, but Everton slow to react to get men up to support the run. Now Everton with four men on the edge of the box, and Forest. That was quite shocking, guys. Why? This is just what I mean. Everton players seem to be wanting to just ride the game out to get something out of it, no matter what. As long as it's a point, 3 points, they don't care. They just want to make sure they're getting something out of it. It's like they scored that 2 goals now, and they're just trying to, ride their luck and just make sure they come away with something. Really poor as Everton now break into the box, but defended well by Forest and knocked out on this near side for a throw-in. Really shameful, some of the play that I'm seeing here from Everton, guys. I'd love to know if you guys are identifying the same thing if you're watching it. Everton now with a cross into the box, but it's deflected away by Forest. But Everton pick it up again now outside the box. And another challenge. The Everton player rolling over again, but this time the referee doesn't give it, and that's nice to see. Forest now hitting Everton on the counter attack as they move up the pitch quickly, but a clumsy challenge from the Everton player, and the referee stops the play for a free kick. Billet is saying, yeah, Minnie, all the teams. All right, sorry, I read that comment, didn't I, guys? My bad. Minimo saying, players going down easily annoys me too, guys. Thank you very much for that, Minnie. It is, isn't it? We want to see the game flow, don't we? So, yeah, it's nice to know that some of you guys also feel the same frustration I do. But yeah, thanks for that, Minnie. It's just like I say, we're fans, aren't we? We're football fans. We want to see the game flowing, not keep stop starting with, poor fouls. Free kick taken, and it's being headed about, but Forest eventually managed to pick it up on that far side. And now looking to get a cross into the box. Cross comes in, and it's knocked away by Pickford, but Forest managing to pick it up while Everton trying to claim for a foul in the box. Cross comes in again by Forest, but it's headed clear. But Forest picking it up again now on the edge of the box. Um, Everton with all the men now compacted into the box. Forest come again. Shot comes in. Oh, it's I'm not sure if that was a shot or a cross, actually, guys, to be fair. But it's gone past everybody. I think it was a cross, actually. But from the camera angle I was watching it, it did look like a shot. Yeah, no, actually, it might have been a shot. It might have been a shot, but it's gone behind. So 84 minutes gone, guys. And still Forest 2, Everton 2. And we're about to have a goal kick. So, yeah, thanks for that minute. Nice to know you guys also get frustrated with these fouls. We don't mind fouls when they deserve, do we, guys? We don't. But it's how poor some of these players going over sometimes draw these fouls. It's like, come on. So yeah, thanks for that minute. Billy is saying that to be honest, we've only got ourselves to blame. Yeah, like I say, mate, nothing wrong with having a little bit of resentment to a team that comes and to your to your ground makes life difficult. But I'm just saying, like I say, I'm not having a go, Billy. I'm just pointing out that come on, you know yourself, your club is huge compared to Leeds. So at the end of the day, I understand it'd be very annoying to lose to Leeds. Of course, it would. But from a club, with your club standing. But let's be honest, mate. Chelsea, at the minute, that got to be looking at that team, mate. Got to be looking at that team. Them players should be walking on that pitch and be honoured to wear your club's shirt. They should be honoured. They should be fighting for everything. And that goes for any player playing for any club. Um, you should wear that club shirt with pride. Um, and be honoured that they're in a privileged position to play for a passionate football fan community that love football, because most fan communities love football. And players need, this is one thing that annoys me at the top level, particularly at the Premier League, the top level of football, is that some of these players don't realise what a privileged position they're actually in. Come on, guys. Half of us would give our right or left leg just to go and be a professional footballer for a week, just to experience what it was like. And these players are living the dream. They're living the dream of millions of fans around the world. So they should remember that. I think they should remember that. And that should mean that, for 90 minutes, they should put their everything they've got. They should leave everything out on that pitch, put the effort in, while the rest of us are all working, let's be honest, dead end jobs, because I'm sure that most of us would prefer better jobs than we have. Um, we all go out, Monday to Friday or whatever it is, Monday to Saturday. We work our dead end jobs, and these players are paid to keep fit. They're paid to play football. They're paid to play. They're paid well to play the game that we absolutely love. That we would probably donate body parts to science just to have a week of that position, of experiencing that. For me, players that don't put in effort, there's no excuse for them. There's no excuse for it whatsoever, to be fair, guys. Um, Everton Forest kicking the ball up the field, but Everton defend it well as they knock the ball back up the other end. And Everton again picking it up as Forest knock it forward. And it's definitely got a draw written all over this now, hasn't it, guys? 87 minutes gone. And I don't think we had a 2-2 prediction. Did anybody give us a 2-2 prediction today? I don't think we did. Um, Everton now running forward. Forest managing to get back. Last-ditch defending there. But that's probably one of the better runs I've seen from Everton in this last 15, 20 minutes. Running right towards the box. Very direct. And showing real hunger to get forward and create a goal-scoring opportunity, but last-ditch defending there by Forest knocks the ball out for a throw-in. And now we're going to have a substitution for Everton, I think it is. Iwobi and Gray coming off, and it's Davis and Murphy coming on. So double substitution there for Everton. Everton now with the throw-in on this near side as they look to get an opportunity on goal, chipped over, but Forest managing to clear it, and now the referee blows for a foul. We're going to have a free kick now from the goalkeeper. 89 minutes gone, so only 1 minute left of the normal time plus added time. Where do we go? Minute is thanks for that, Billy. Minimo is saying, damn, lost the prediction again. No worries, Minnie. Well, you're in that. I think you're doing the best with it at the moment, anyway, Minnie. So no worries, mate. Like I say, just good practice for you guys at the minute. Here's Joey. How's it going, Joey? Welcome to the show. Joey saying afternoon, guys, and all. How's it going, mate? Great to have you with us. Quick question for you. Joey, we was actually mentioning you a minute ago with regards to a debate that we're having. Um, when you guys got beat off Real Madrid in the Champions League at your place, just quick one for you, Joey. Do you feel that it was Real Madrid that embarrassed you, or your own team that embarrassed you by not putting in the performance that you know that they can? I'd be interested to know that from you, Joey. We're just having a debate about obviously Chelsea and whether it's the Chelsea players that are underperforming, embarrassing themselves and the club, or whether it's the teams that are getting the results against Chelsea or have been getting the results. Because let's be honest, Chelsea got a fantastic win yesterday, so that's great for Chelsea getting back on track. But yeah, just curious to know, Joey. Bring you into the debate that we're having. Um, so Forest now looking to build the ball up the field out onto this near side, but cut out by Everton as the ball is eventually knocked out for a throw in. Joey saying, "Oh, Minnie, your crystal ball broken." Laugh out loud. I don't think so. I think just win some, lose some, innit? Billy Random Clips are saying, afternoon, Joey. Thanks for that, Billy. Top man. Appreciate it, mate. And Billy saying, losing again today, mate. So Everton now working their way down this near side. Attempted cross, but it's blocked off by Forest and goes out for a corner. Thanks for that, Billy. And Joey saying, hi, Billy. How are you doing? Nice one, Joey. Great to see you guys, as always, making the effort to welcome each other. Joey saying, no, mate, Liverpool going to win today. Well, I hope. Stay positive, Joey. Think positive, mate. Billy saying, I'm doing good, Joey. How about you? Nice one, guys. Absolutely class. So we've got the corner coming now. Corner coming in, and it's deep. And it's headed back into the mix of players. But now the referee blows for a foul. So 5 minutes added on, guys, and there's 2 minutes played of the added on time. Joey saying, yeah, not bad, thanks. Nice one, Joey. Joey saying, that's a good question, mate. Would have to say we embarrassed ourselves. We had it for the taking. I agree, mate. I agree. Liverpool. I wasn't happy, as you know. I'm not. I cannot stand Real Madrid. So I was not happy to see Liverpool lose that game. But I just said it myself. If my team lose to it, like when Bolton lost to Accrington, as we did, I was more annoyed with my own team rather than Accrington. Yes, obviously, I wanted Bolton to get revenge with results when we next played them. Of course, that's normal as a football fan. You want payback after you've been defeated by a team that you consider weaker than your own or smaller club than your own club. But whenever we've lost to teams like Plymouth and these kind of clubs, I'm more annoyed with my own club for not recognising that what it means to that club to get a win and a victory against us. So yeah, but interesting debate. Like I said, we're just debating it because obviously Billy was saying that he was a bit frustrated with Leeds for getting a good result against Chelsea earlier in the season. Um, So that's what kind of kicked off the debate, mate. So I just thought I'd bring you into it, mate. But thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Joey. Billy's saying fair enough. Nice one, Billy. Like I said, mate, you're entitled to your viewpoint. I'm not criticising you. I'm just using the fact that you made the point to create an interesting debate, mate. That's how we get to know each other as football fans. We debate things, and you guys make some great comments. And obviously, sometimes I will try to make a little bit of a debate out of it. So we've got a free kick for Forest in the centre circle, right in the middle of the pitch. We're coming into the last minute of added on time. Ball kicked forward into the box, headed clear by Everton, but picked up on the edge of the box by Forest now. As Forest managed to keep possession, but under pressure from Everton on that far side as the ball rolls out for a throw-in. Thanks for that, Billy. Top man Joey saying yes, Real Madrid is a good team, but we fell apart completely. Our fault. Yeah, I like I say, mate. Yeah, like I said, just interesting to have the debate whether some fans blame their own team or blame the opposition. But like I say, I agree. I blame my own team when we underperform. Um, Against teams that we would be expected to beat. What is going on here? Take the throw in. It's only a throw in. Throw in taken by Everton up the field, and there goes the full time whistle. So a point apiece, guys. Forest 2, Everton 2. That's the way it finished. And I think Everton will be rather irritated with themselves, to be fair. There was 2-1 up. They left the door wide open for Forest to equalise, if you ask me, by the fact that they tried time wasting with still over 20 minutes of the game to play, trying to play the ball into the corner flag. And I'm sure that most honest Everton fans would acknowledge that played a big part in them losing out in this game, and why they haven't managed to get the 3 points. Because I think if Everton had kept that attacking mentality, they could have scored a third goal and killed the game off, but they didn't. They at spells, like I say, too early in the game, they decided to try and play for time, kill time by playing it into the corners, things like that. You don't do that when you still got 20 minutes to go. Come on, guys, let me know. Would you be annoyed if your team did that with 20 minutes to go against most teams that consider yourself in and around you or better, or you're better than? Yes, you might do it against, like, for example, if Everton were playing Real Madrid or something, you might try and time waste them because that'd be a prestigious fixture or something like that. So it might be on a special occasion. But come on, Everton shouldn't need to do that against Forest, should they? Or is it just me? I don't know. But we carry on the debate in the next show, guys, because we have got another live stream coming up as we see the visit to a Manchester United visit in Anfield, and what a game that is to come. So I'm going to wrap the show up now, guys, so I can jump off and get ready to jump on that stream. So before I go, guys, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, would be appreciated. Final comment coming from Joey. Joey saying, just going to sort kids out then, and then we'll be back for your next stream. Top man, thank you very much, Joey. Much appreciated. And like I say, big shout out to all you guys that have come and got involved in the stream tonight, this afternoon, sorry. And like I say, if you're not too busy, would be great to see you in the next stream coming very shortly. But for now, guys, that's it from me. Like I say, if you're not able to join us on the next stream, no problem. Thank you very much for coming and getting involved in this stream, and look after yourselves, stay safe. And like I say, for those of you that will be popping in later on the next stream, I look forward to talking with you. All right, guys, all the best. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.